ever found yourself wondering, gee, I wonder what Laurent's favorite Beast Wars characters are? If you have, you're weird. But you're my kind of weird, and that's all that matters. Readers, Beast Wars was a show that aired. It took place in the same universe as the original Transformers series, first hinting that it was a sequel to it, only to reveal later on in the show that it was actually a prequel to the original 80s show due to some J.J. Abrams Red Matter time travel mumbo jumbo. And for a lot of millennials who didn't grow up on the original show, or didn't know of any television channels that replayed the reruns, Beast Wars was a lot of peeps' first introduction into the Transformers franchise. It's me, I'm a lot of millennials / peeps. Yeah, alright, I'll admit it, Beast Wars was my first real experience with Transformers, surprisingly enough. Like, I knew of the original Transformers, but what I knew was so little that it didn't even matter. I swear, after watching like 10 or so episodes of Beast Wars, I could have sworn I thought, ain't there a version of this where there are cars and planes or some shit? What's that one called? Vehicle Wars? Listen, I was a child and I didn't know where to go to watch the reruns of the 80s Transformers show, alright? Hell, I only knew about He-Man as a kid because he was referenced in Ghostbusters 2 and was only able to make the connection when I saw the remake the Cartoon Network made. I honestly do not know what you want from me. Anyway, for the longest, I watched Beast Wars on and off and even got a few toys here and there. So, because there's no wrong way to establish yourself as part of a fandom outside of being a gatekeeping dickhead, I consider myself to be a casual fan of Beast Wars. And as a casual fan, I kind of developed my favorite characters as a result. Optimus Prime is the obvious first choice. I always liked his style of leadership. I thought that his voice was cool. I found it hilarious that he had to twist the lower half of his body all the way around when he transformed while everything else was pretty much instantaneous. It was like watching someone take one of those 100 multiplication problem quizzes and the kid sitting next to you always knocked them out in record time while you're trying to catch up even though you're still on problem number 5. Like, shit, hold up, I'm almost there! I also liked that his animal was a gorilla, which was one of my favorite animals as a kid. Still is as an adult, specifically male silverback gorillas, and I'm just now realizing it. I like Congo more than Jurassic Park, mostly because I cared more about the gorillas than the dinosaurs. That and, you know, Ernie Hudson. Luca was pretty much my favorite ape other than Caesar in the Planet of the Apes reboot trilogy. I always choose Donkey Kong in both Mario Party and Mario Kart. Winston from Overwatch is literally my boyfriend. I am clearly a ride or die Harambe boy. And that's the only time I'll ever reference that meme in the existence of my life, so savor it. Dinobot was my introduction to Vegeta before I was introduced to Vegeta. And I hope that makes sense to you, because I'm not gonna explain that analogy any other way. Like, he was Vegeta if Vegeta was less whack from the gate, if that makes any sense. Like, not only does he lead the Predacons in episode 1 and challenges Optimus in battle to be the new leader of the Maximals by the end of it, but he accepts his defeat when it happens, gains respect for Optimus when he beats him, and still joins up with them afterwards. Vegeta would never. Shit, he didn't! Cheetor is like the Bumblebee of Beast Wars, but with traces of Michelangelo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if that makes any sense. Like, watching him growing up, I always enjoyed his energy and the archetype he was supposed to represent. A gung-ho rookie that's trying to make a name for himself in the ranks of the Maximals. Textbook story stuff. I also couldn't help but notice that he was the main character in at least 2/3 of the show. Not that I had a problem with it though. His personality was likable enough for me to be fine with how much he was in the spotlight. It also helped that the second Maximal that got the most time other than Optimus Primal was Rattrap. And I love Rattrap. His Brooklyn accent, the way his sense of reason folded into his sense of humor, everything. I adore Rattrap as a character. And he wasn't like Yaskier levels of annoying with his comedic relief. And yes, he is annoying. I don't care how many times you ship him with Geralt. Silverbolt. I love Silverbolt. If Lancelot from Arthurian legend were a transformer, that motherfucker would be Silverbolt, bitch. Black Arachnia, one of the baddest bitches on the Predacons roster, took one look at this dude and was like, okay, I'll be a Maximal. Like, damn girl, is the dick that good? But all jokes aside, he and Black Arachnia's love story was pretty nice to watch, especially in Beast Machines, when she pretty much went through hell and back to get him to remember his past life. And Waspinator. Oh, Waspinator. He's like if Starscream went full-blown comic relief, and I love him. My friends who watched Beast Wars would find him hella annoying when they watched the show, and it was mostly due to his voice. I am absolutely sure of that. But to me, his voice adds so much to his personality, and it did a great job conveying the feeling that he's supposed to be this living embodiment of that annoying ass buzzing when insects fly too close into your ear. Couple that with the way he overreacts every time he gets defeated, and he's pretty much Insect Team Rocket. It was beautiful. Megatron, may I have more potatoes? I haven't had potatoes in 16 days. Readers, if you want to get physical copies of the Beast Wars series, I have links in the description below where you can buy all 3 seasons and still help out the channel. I will link the toys of the Transformers that I mentioned in this video, but Jesus Christ, each one of those bitches are a goddamn car payment. I'm not doing that shit to you. Nevertheless, readers, your homework assignment for the day. Write in the comment section below what your favorite Transformers from Beast Wars are. That way you'll be too preoccupied in telling me how much Rhinox is underrated to actually complain about the fact that he didn't even make my list. Strategy! If you want to help financially support the channel, you can join my Patreon by clicking the card at the end of the video or in the link in the description box below, where you can also find a link to my merchandise store. Or if you prefer to give a one-time donation, you can find links to my PayPal and my Ko-fi account in the description box as well. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday. But until then, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.